Here at Banneker Recreation Center is where voters will come and cast their ballots to let their voices be heard. Supporters of immigration reform like Mario Castillo have worked hard to influence change. Whether that change will be in vain, that's up to President Obama and his decision on immigration reform. Domestic violence is a subject not talked about on college campuses. Here at Howard University, we have domestic violence cases all the time. Here is Rose Porter with an exclusive on her friend's domestic violence situation. Another major change is the addition of 2 new dorms. College Apartments is the company that manages those dorms. Resident Assistant Bahati Barton says that the contract will end in 3 to 5 years. Barton says that then Howard University will take over management.
Right now it's being developed. It's kind of like computers back in the 80s. Not everyone had access to them, but slowly they became more popular.
3D printing is the process of making 3-dimensional solid objects from digital designs. The process can take anywhere from a few minutes to many hours. 3D printing specialist Erica Rydberg speaks on ways this technology is utilized.
There's 3D printing in metal, plastic, resin, fabric, concrete. You can 3D print glass. Those are probably the most common materials.
Another object that can be printed includes a working gun. This item is one concern this technology brings about.
There are policies that have been put in place to prevent guns from being printed in the United States. But as far as people getting access to the technology outside the United States, I think maybe that's where there's more concern.
3D printing is a technological advancement that has infinite possibilities. Here on Howard's campus, students in the College of Engineering and Architecture use these 3D printers for models and prototypes. With this seemingly limitless technology, another concern is its effect on copyright laws.
Law often comes behind technology. So where technology is, the law sort of has to catch up. And I think that's kind of where we are with 3D printing and copyright.
In Washington, D.C., with News Vision, I'm Reshod Hamilton.
We're really looking at registered voters and we're asking them, hey, this is my story. I'm a dreamer from this community in Texas and I can't go out and vote because I'm undocumented, but you can go out and go vote for me. So here are the issues that you should look at. After a surge in immigrant children crossing the border alone, President Obama decided it was time to take executive action on immigration policies. Last June, he stated he would take action by the end of the summer on immigration policies, but this past September, the White House announced President Obama will not act on immigration reform until after midterm elections. Many pro-immigration communities are disappointed with the announcement. Well, when the president decided to delay using his executive power to protect millions of people from deportation, it really hurt the community. It felt like a betrayal. President Obama stated in a recent interview with Meet the Press, "When I take executive action, I want to make sure that it is sustainable. Midterm elections will determine if Democrats keep the majority in the Senate, and many believe Obama's decision was a political move." Government economics major Adan Gonzalez weighs in on the issue.
I think as a son of immigrants and a friend of immigrants beyond that, I understand that the politics game itself is the smartest thing to do, but unfortunately the promise has been on wait for far too long, and it's very frustrating. According to the White House, Obama has been considering large-scale proposals for immigration reform. These proposals could potentially defer the deportation of up to 5 million of the 11 million undocumented immigrants. Here at Banneker Recreation Center is where voters will come and cast their ballots to let their voices be heard. Supporters of immigration reform like Mario Castillo have worked hard to influence change. Whether that change will be in vain, that's up to President Obama and his decision on immigration reform. For Howard University News Service, I'm Reshod Hamilton.